What's up? Welcome back to TimeWalkTV for another Magic Arena video. My name is Ron, and today we're going to be taking a look at everybody's best friend, everybody's worst enemy, Simic Nexus. But wait, it's not actually Simic Nexus, it's Bant Nexus. So this list comes from Twitter user and Twitch streamer SidetraKisbad. He has been utilizing this list to have an incredible win rate, probably over 80% at this point, and claims it to be the best Nexus deck in Historic. So if you want to follow SideTrak or take a look at the deck, all the links are going to be down in the description below. So let's go and hop into Arena and take a look at this crazy Bant Nexus deck and see what it's all about. Alright, welcome into Arena for our first Historic deck on the channel. Really pumped to be playing this deck, and SideTrak said the deck is extremely powerful, so let's go and dive into it, see what this deck has to offer us. And starting off, we have a really great blue card, Search for Escanta, back from Dominaria. Historic allows us to run those cards, so that's really exciting. I love this card. I used to play it in Control, and it's a great card to sift through your deck basically every single turn to find the cards that you need and discard the ones that you don't. So really like this on turn 2. Growth Spiral, one of the best ramp cards that we've seen in quite a while. It's going to allow us to draw a card and then put a land from our hand into play as long as we have a land in our hand. Now we have 25 lands, so we should be able to play all of our lands every turn and hopefully get a couple extra in here. But this is a great card to do on turn 2, so that maybe we can do turn 2 Growth Spiral, put a land into play, and then on turn 3 we can play our Wilderness Reclamation, which will make this deck even better. Moving on to our 3-drops, we have Brazen, my favorite card from Throne of Eldraine, a really great tempo card that this deck desperately needs. So it's going to bounce a non-land permanent, and then it comes back as a 3/1 flyer so we can get our beats in. Really like this card. Now this is a really interesting addition to this deck. Overall, this deck is built a little bit differently than the normal Nexus decks that you've seen. Mainly we have the Brazen Borrower, and now we have 4 Lovestruck Beasts in the main. It makes a 1/1, and then it turns into a 3-drop 5/5 that is super hard to get through. Especially all these green decks that are in Historic, it's really hard to kind of bust through this brick wall, as it seems. So sometimes you can play the Lovestruck Beast, sometimes you want to bounce it back to your hand with Teferi, or we have Time Wipes that'll bounce it back to our hands as well, and then we can utilize the Heart's Desire part of it again. So this card is super good, and it puts a really fast clock on, especially with Castle Ardenvale being able to make tokens for this to attack, so that's really cool. Teferi, Time Raveler, you know, we've seen this card for so long already, I really don't need to go over it. It's super annoying to play against, but it's just one of those really great cards that you have to play if you're playing competitively. So that's all. What I always usually say is that regardless of how you feel about cards, if you're playing competitively and you're playing to win, you have to put aside your kind of pride or your, thoughts about specific cards and just play the best cards and play the best decks to give yourself the best chance of winning. So moving on to our 4-drop slots, we have 4 Chemist's Insight to draw some cards. We have Wilderness Reclamation to untap all of our lands so that we can utilize, 5 lands or 4 lands to be able to play Nexus of Fate with only like 4 lands in play, or Chemist's Insight and then have our lands untap as well. So that's really cool. Tamiyo is going to be able to dig us really deep, find all the cards that we need, hopefully, so we can plus and try to find a Nexus. It goes 4 deep, and if we don't find what we need, well, we can always -3 and pick it up from the yard and put it back into our hand. So that's really, really special. This card is absolutely bonkers in this deck, I'm not going to lie. Moving over to our Hero of Dominaria. This is a card that we haven't seen in quite a while, but let me remind you that this card is extremely powerful and it'll win a lot of games really fast. So especially if it ultimates, the game is probably over at that time. But for those of you who have not seen this card in quite a while, it's a 5-mana, 4 loyalty Planeswalker, +1 draw card. At the beginning of your next end step, you can untap 2 lands. Just 2 lands, doesn't matter what it is. We have a -3, put target non-land permanent 3rd from the bottom of the library, so it's actually like a tuck ability, and this says just target non-land permanent, so it can actually tuck itself. In cases where you might be ended up like decking yourself, you can keep putting this 3rd card from the bottom. Now if you only have 1 card in your deck, well, this is going to go right underneath there. So especially if you have no cards in your deck, this is going to be the only card. It's just going to keep putting itself on top over and over, and then eventually you can mill out your opponent after the longest game in existence. So that's one way it can be used, but the -8, get an emblem whenever you draw a card, exile target permanent. This is, the end all. Once you get an emblem, you can start drawing a bunch of cards, exiling all the lands that your opponent has, and then win that way. This deck has 4, count 'em, 4 time wipes. That's pretty slick. Slick. Anyway, time wipe is a great board wipe effect, and it also allows you to bounce a creature or return a creature from the battlefield to your hand. So if you play Lovestruck Beast and you're blocking a bunch of stuff, or you're swinging, and then they build up a really big board, well, you can just time wipe, bounce the Lovestruck Beast back to your hand. Next turn, you can play Heart's Desire to make a token and then play it again as a 5/5. So you have a ton of play with the time wipe effect and your adventure creatures. And last, we have the big bad of the deck, Nexus of Fate, allows you to take an extra turn. And if it would be put into the yard from anywhere, it gets shuffled back in. So it's kind of an anti-mill yourself out type text line, I guess. But the main thing is, it's an instant speed, take an extra turn. So once we get a bunch of mana, we can float a bunch with Wilderness Reclamation, untap all our lands, cast Nexus of Fate, take an extra turn, and hopefully win with Lovestruck Beast or Brazen Borrower. Taking a look at the lands here, we have, where is the Temple Gardens? We have 4, 8, 9, 10, 11 shock lands. Count them, 11 shock lands. We have 4 Hinterland Harbors, 4 Glacial Fortresses, 3 Castle Vantress, 1 Castle Ardenvale, which is really nice because it works with Lovestruck Beast pretty well, and 1 island, 1 forest. So it's a very light white splash, it seems. But we have all of our colors that we need, and pretty sure everything's going to work out the way we want it to. The deck has been built by a very competent deck builder, so I am very confident in the abilities of this deck. Moving over to the sideboard, we have 3 Ether Gusts because green creatures and green spells itself are very, very popular still. 1 Search for Azcanta to add on against probably Control, just to add another search, or if you want to expedite yourself getting the search really quickly and making sure that it flips, that's another way to do it. 2 Dovin's Vetoes for Control or spell-based decks. 2 more Brazen Borrowers to make sure that we can tempo our opponents and then make sure we have flyers to win. Mystical Dispute against those pesky flash decks. Narset for cards, probably like Phoenix decks that want to draw a lot of cards. And Shifting Ceratops again for blue-based decks like Mono Blue, aggro, or even the flash deck. So that is the deck. Let's go and hop into some games, see how it does, and see if we can get some wins. All right, welcome in to Arena. Let's go and take a look. Oh, look at that. We're on the play. How lucky. We're going to play first. Of course we're going to play first. This hand, I guess we have Teferi into into Nexus of Fate because we can kind of combo these two together. Well, let's keep it little slow. We might get run over. So we'll see what we're up against here, but we do have no white mana. I did not realize we didn't have white mana, so this might be more interesting than we initially planned on here. So hopefully, fingers crossed, we draw white mana because I'm a big dum-dum and didn't realize. Looks like we're against a life gain deck, I guess, an Esper deck that doesn't have the land, so I'm not sure what's going on, but look at that. It's not like we didn't have it the entire time, right? Right? Oh, would I have Mystical Dispute main? That would be so good. Oh, they let it resolve. Okay, sweet. So let's draw a card, actually. I don't think they have any kind of direct damage or anything. Oh my goodness, a second Nexus of Fate. So right now our hand is looking like 2 Hinterland Harbors, 2 Wilderness Reclamation, and 2 Nexus of Fate. Let's plus. We'll play this. And I guess we'll just play Wilderness Reclamation. And we'll say go? I really don't know what's going on. Let's see what they do here. They've played only gain life lands currently. Is this an instant? Oh, it is because we plus Teferi. Hello? D-Spark. Well, I guess we'll just make a token then. The D-Spark out of the main. Yikes. Okay, well, that takes care of that for sure. So I guess we can just play this land. Play another Wilderness Reclamation. Swing for 1. We have, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That would have been 6, not 7 mana. So we're really close to casting Nexus of Fate, but we couldn't do it that turn. So our opponent currently has 2 Scour Barons, a Dismal Backwater, Tranquil Cove, and now Plains. So they're playing Esper. but I'm unsure of the mana base that they're currently using. They might have really powerful cards. It looks like they do have powerful cards. They just do not have the lands, the rare lands to go along with those. So Teferi, Hero of Dominaria is going to come down, plus draw a card, and now they're going to untap Dismal Backwater and Plains. Well, it doesn't matter what they untap because they can't play anything on our turn anyway. But I believe we can play Lovestruck Beast and play Nexus of Fate, so that's pretty sweet. So it's plus. We will play Lovestruck Beast. We'll put a stop on our end step. Don't forget to put the stops on your end step when you play this deck, or you will be very sad because it's going to just untap your lands and say go. Let's get in for 1 damage here. Let's tap for blue, blue, and we'll let that resolve, and then we'll play Nexus of Fate. That'll resolve. Pass the turn. Ooh, and they're going to just scoop it up right there. I'm telling you what, the premature scoops in this game are quick. You play 1 Nexus of Fate, and they're like, nope, we're done. Get out of my face. So, Esper Control. Now, they probably have a lot of kill spells. Like I saw D-Spark on game 1, everything like that. So, I think with this matchup, Lovestruck Beast seems really, really good, by the way. This card is low-key insane. But we probably don't need time wipes. Let's take those time wipes out. Probably Dovin's Veto looks pretty good. And Narset looks pretty good. And I'm not a big fan of Borrower. I do like Mystical Dispute, though. Narset, Mystical Dispute, all this fun stuff. What do we cut? Maybe we don't have 3 Mystical Disputes. Although, 2 Mystical Disputes probably okay. I like where we're at. Maybe we want the other Search for Escanto as well. I'm going to cut a Tameo. I think that might be okay. Yeah, let's run it back like this, see what we got. I think this might be correct. They're playing Esper Control, so we're trying our darndest not to get controlled too hard. But, man, this deck just seems super powerful. Also, the fact that people just instantly scoop when you play 1 Nexus of Fate definitely helps. So, you want to get some free wins. Just cast Nexus of Fate. You'll be good. So, hand looks amazing. We have, like, turn 1 Lovestruck Beast, or sorry, Heart's Desirer. Into Mystical Dispute, Teferi. Just need to draw, like, a land. There's 25 lands in the deck, so we shouldn't have too much problem doing that. Looking at the lands they played in game 1, I assume that they don't have too many of these rare lands, unfortunately, just because they're really, really good. But let's just play our Lovestruck Beast tokens and get our beats going here. I mean, what else can we do? I think next turn we might just, well, that's pretty good. I think we're going to play our land. I guess we'll play another Lovestruck Beast thing. And then we'll swing in for 1. And then we'll kind of just hang out and we'll Mystical Dispute anything that they play here, possibly, depending on what they play. If it's a Teferi, we're doing it. If it's a Teferi, we're just really gonna Mystical Dispute. Get out of here, because now if we draw a land, which we did not, darn. All right, well, we're gonna ride this wave of counter spells here until we can play our own Teferi. Oh man, Thought Erasure, no thanks. I'm just going to keep countering stuff. I want to keep all these spells in my hand currently. Yes, we did it. We did it. I don't want them to draw cards. I could have just played Teferi, but I kind of want to look for some sweetness. Cool. Dovin's Veto is awesome. Let's all attack. Now they have a Planeswalker that they would need to kill to draw some cards. And then we can also play Lovestruck Beast, which is nice that we get to play the adventure side of these, because they go to exile and they can't be Thought Erasured. So now they're able to take the Dovin's Veto if they want. So they do. And they may, let's see, we have 3 cards in the library. Let's minus and see what we can grab. Grab a Hero of Dominaria. Play that next turn. I think we're actually going to just try to jam this Wilderness Reclamation, see if they have a counterspell. I'd rather this get countered than like my Hero of Dominaria. We can also play Lovestruck Beast next turn. They're getting a little low on cards. See, they missed the land drop there. Let's swing. Let's jam this Hero Dominaria, see if it sticks. If not, well, we're gonna just eventually play these Lovestruck beasts and get them going. Maybe we should just be playing Lovestruck beasts because they have all these like negate effects. Swing for 2 more. Yeah, counter this. You can't. See? That's what I thought. They are missing land drops. Super unfortunate. If they have Kai's Wrath, I'm going to be very sad. I guess they don't. Well, let's swing for a lot. And then I guess we'll play Teferi. Counter me. I dare you. Dovin's Veto. Okay. Counter me. You can't. I have double. Yuck. They had 2. Wow. How many did they draw? Triple Dovin's Veto, negate, double Thought Erasure. Pretty good. Bellhaunt, huh? They do get to gain some life, which is pretty good. I guess we can swing for 6. They block here, they take 2 to 4. Yeah, like they have to block, right? That's where they have to block. So now we can kind of sit around. We don't have to do much. We can just make tokens at the end of their thing. And we can actually do this and still make a token. So yep, we're just the Legion of 1/1s. Turns out Lovestruck Beast is one bonkers card. And we're gonna win off of 1/1 human tokens. Because that's how you win a Nexus game. Yeah, baby. Ooh, this deck is good. This deck is real good. Welcome back, welcome back, welcome back. And looky here, we're on the play again. We are so lucky. If we draw 1 land, we're super extra lucky. So I'm going to keep it. Maybe a little sketchy if we keep it with all these 4 drops. But we do have a 1 drop into a 3 drop. So let's try that. Our opponent is mulliganing into Oblivion. I feel terrible. I hate mulliganing more than once, and I think they went to 5, and they're kind of debating if they want to stay at 5, which stinks. But Magic is a very I don't know the word for it. Oh my gosh, they mulled the 4. Leyline of Abundance is in play. Oh my goodness, I'm terrified. They mulled the 4, and then they have something that taps for a bunch of mana. I don't know what's going on, but I hope it's... Oh my goodness, they have a lot of mana. Oh baby, they got some mana here. Let's swing. Dare you to block. All right, we need a land here, folks. We need a land. Everybody, we need a land. Fingers crossed. Incubation Druid. We did not get there, did we? Dang it. We kept a 2-lander and we're getting punished. They're drawing lands. Oh my goodness. Are you kidding me? A mold of 4? Is this a mold of 4? We're getting housed right now. We need land stat. No blocks. We need land stat. Yes. Okay. Pay 2 life. All right. So this is a good start here. Bounce you. You'll have to make a dude. We're gonna work hard to try to make this work. Okay. We need another land here. I don't know how we're gonna ever stop Nissa. Is the question. I don't know if we're ever going to stop Nissa. We're going to do that, and then they will plus. So, Teferi's biting the dust here. We need 2 more lands. We need to take out their entire fleet here before this is able to do anything. Man, we are just like... Oh, boy, we're getting there. We're getting there. Folks, we're getting there. So we could Teferi bounce something, but I think, wait, stay with me here. I think we're going to do Wilderness Reclamation into Insight and then try to find our 5th land to play this and just save our life total a little bit. So Wilderness Reclamation, because this is going to go to 8. I guess if they, oh my goodness, that's crazy. No attacks because we need the blockers. Whew, this is tough. The Mold of 4 got him a Nissan like turn 3. Oh my gosh, they're red? They have red in their deck? Okay. Okay. Let's see what they do here. Yikes, man. Yikes. We are... I mean, having the time wipes in this deck right now is feeling superb. But, oh boy, I don't know how we're going to be able to beat the Nissa ultimate. Because that's happening next turn, I think. If they don't, that's pretty wild. Alright, they're going to plus on the old forest here. They have a ton of mana currently. A ton. At least they have no blue. So they are not going to play like a Crisis or something wild. This will tap for what? 4, 5, 6. They have 7, 8, 9. Oh, play a Finale of Glory, please. I dare you. Oh, baby. Do it. March of the Multitudes, 4/11. Well, let's Chemist's Insight and find a land. Oh, no, we didn't find a land. Oh, no. Oh, we found a land. Yeah. Let's go. Get him out of here, boys. We get to untap our lands. This is great. We might still win this game. Oh, they're going to plus. Okay. We probably need to put a Search for Azcanta into play at some point. That is for sure. But we can also pass the turn and get clocked for 3. That feels good. Do we... Another Leyline of Abundance. I think we're just going to draw. I don't think we need to scry. Well then. Also not good. Big Bad Nissa is coming in hot. Well, I think we can do it like this. Maybe. This is going to be tough. We can do... Well, let's see what we got here. We're going to go blue, white. Do I double Lovestruck Beast? I do not. So we'll do it like this. We'll play Teferi. We'll bounce their thing. We'll draw another Lovestruck Beast. See, I could have kept the land up. Silliness. Play Search. Then we'll play Lovestruck Beast. Alright, so we have a blocker. And we get to untap our lands. Whew! Alright. Let's go. Are they going to ultimate? I think they're going to ultimate. Ooh. Okay. Means Nissa is now dead. What is this? Put a 1/1 counter on each creature you control for 8, 6, 7, 8 mana. Whew. That's a lot of mana. Getting all the forests out of their deck. All their lands will be indestructible now. Lands you control are indestructible. So we'll take out this Nissa here. This will still, what do they have? 3 mana currently? So what are we doing here? I think we're gonna... I think we're still going to Chemist's Insight. Probably ditch a Wilderness Reclamation. We're really looking for like Nexus of Fate to kind of utilize these Lovestruck Beasts a little bit better. I think that's how we win this. Just finding Nexus of Fates and getting deep. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Whoa. Calm down. Opponent. Whoa. Chill. Oh, chill, dude. No land. Oh, time wipes. Not good in the face of all these things. What are they going to untap? Untap a permanent. You may untap a permanent. Nissa will still go away. That's going in the graveyard. We don't need that. Alright, so let's start off with a swing at Nissa. So Nissa is going to bite the dust here. So they're just hoping to draw something, right? So we'll plus on Teferi. We probably have to develop our board right now. We don't have time to Nissa. If we had another mana, yes, we think we could do that. But I think we just go Lovestruck Beast. Oh, let's put our stop here. Lovestruck Beast and Lovestruck Beast. And now we have 11 power on board. And this is a plus, so we can do this or we can do Growth Spiral, so that's not too bad. Alright, so we're just hoping they don't draw anything like a Nissa. Holy crap, that's a big boy. That's a big boy. Alright, well, it's a big boy. Don't draw anything of relevance, please. Thank you. I truly appreciate it. Alright, so let's scry first. We don't want any of these. Well, I used all my mana. That's okay. Put those on the bottom. We'll play Heart's Desire. Do we have anything that... I mean, we have like a Teferi. Is there another Teferi in here? So we could... Yeah, we could do this. So how many cards are in here right now? 6? Alright, we'll put this in the graveyard. We'll transform. We'll draw land. And then we can do it... How can we do this? This will be that, and that will be that. So what do we have? 4 here, and 1, 2, 3, 4. So we can play Tamiyo. I'm going to put a stop on my end step now so we don't mess this up. We'll plus, and then we'll look for Nexus of Fate. Yes, we did not draw one. Dang it! How many? 3, 6, 7, 8. Let's shock this in. And we'll do Search for Escanta. Nexus of Fate, baby! Okay. We will plus Teferi. We'll do no attacks. That'll untap, and we'll play Nexus of Fate. And then we're trying... If we find another one, we win the game. Which is crazy. Absolute bonkers. So we'll plus on Tamiyo to find Nexus of Fate. We found one and we win the game. Man, this deck is so good. Woo, this deck's so good. Oh, Lovestruck Beast, you dirty rotten you. Oh, you are so good. You are so good. Okay. Okay, so after that unbelievable game, we're going to figure out what to do here. So Brazen Borrower, we're going to get that out of here. It can't bounce. It can only target non-land permanents. And when Nissa makes lands into creatures, well, that just turns, this off basically because it can't target the lands. I don't think we need hero. Maybe we need hero. We don't know. I think we definitely need Dovin's Veto. But it looks like there's a big mana deck full of green and red creatures. What do we do here? I feel like everything else is like what we want to be doing. Like we want to be able to time wipe a bunch of times. I guess I'll cut a Tamiyo. I'm on the draw, so we'll probably cut Growth Spiral. Like I don't want to cut Lovestruck Beast ever because it's just so good. It has been phenomenal. I could cut a time wipe actually. I keep the draw and I'll cut a time wipe. That might be the death of us, but I think we're gonna try it. I think that's the correct thing to do. I don't want to do it, but I have to do what I have to do to win more games because this deck is crazy. But our opponent's deck scares the hell out of me. Wow, they just like mulliganed to 4 and then had like turn 3 Nissa. I forgot Leyline of Abundance is packing some abundance of mana. That is for sure. So we're waiting on our opponent to see if they want to play first or not. Luckily for us, Lovestruck Beast plus Nexus is so good. My goodness, Time Wipe has been amazing too. Oh, geez. Well, this is close. Man. I think we have to keep... We're on the draw, so we get an extra draw before we hit turn 3. So I think we're going to keep it. The 2 landers are so close to keepable that I have to do it. At least we have some good cards in our hand. Like we can cast Aether Gust, and if we can just get lucky for 1 turn, we can do Teferi. So they have Leyline turn 1 again, but they don't have any force. They just have Sacred Foundry. Just like we have all these tap lands, they mulliganed just so they can play Leyline. So there's the Incubation Druid that's going to tap for 2. Oh, we're so good at this game. I'm actually going to just tempo them some more. So I'm just going to slow them down as much as possible. So we'll put that back on top. They're going to draw it, cast it again. I'll bounce it back to their hand again. You see, they're missing their land drops now. Okay, we're doing something. Good thing to note is when you're playing against ramp decks, if you can kind of diddle their their mana a little bit, they can stumble really hard. So if they didn't have this, well, they might be able to activate or do something along those lines. So we're doing what we're supposed to be doing currently. Play this, and I think we're gonna just hold up Chemist's Insight at this point. So right now this casts for 2, 3, 4. They're missing their land drops, which is really good for us. If they were hitting their land drops as well, that might be pretty bad. But all right, so they played Incubation Druid, so they're not gonna pump this up. So let's just draw 2 cards and get deeper into our deck, find some more lands. And then we'll try to time wipe them. My God. Oh, no. This is going to be a brutal time wipe, boys. This is going to be brutal. All right. Well, I guess we're just doing this now because we can. Sorry, opponent. Sorry, not sorry. Get that stuff out of my face. We're kind of put them in a really bad spot where they only had 2 lands, but they had enough. They had 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. They would have 8 mana going into this turn, so I want to do it on my turn, even though we could have done this instant speed. I know we could have done it instant speed, but I didn't want to have them to have access to any of that mana, because if we let them get to their main phase, they would have priority. They'd be able to tap all their stuff, and then, you know, in response to my time wipe there. And I don't want them to play Nissa or anything like that. That's something I definitely don't want them to do. So next turn we're looking at probably playing Lovestruck Beast, one side of it, and maybe the second side, honestly. Maybe Growth Spiral. Our Nexus of Fates are kind of just hanging out for right now. Our opponent probably is roping us, unfortunately, but the line of play that we're going to do next would involve going either Lovestruck Beast, both sides of it, or we can do Growth Spiral into Lovestruck Beast or something like that. We can even Chemist's Insight if we wanted to. That's something we can definitely do, but let's just go in plus. And I think at this point they have 1, 2, 3, 4. They'd have 4 mana, basically 5, but they're just going to pack it in. They see the writing on the wall. They can't win the game, and Nexus is going to claim yet another victim. And we ranked up. Yay! All right, welcome in. Let's take a look at our opening hand, and it looks pretty flooded right now, but we do have Search on 2, so that's really tempting if we could keep it, because Search on 2, Wilderness Reclamation, we are on the draw. I'm actually going to keep it. I think we'll end up playing against an aggro deck. Turn 1, Basic Mountain. Let's go. All right, so we'll play Breeding Pool first. That's because we have a Glacial Fortress here. We can go Search for Escanta and hopefully in time hit Time Wipe. But right now I think we're actually going to do Growth Spiral because we want to progress our lands a little bit. Like this Search for Escanta is usually pretty good against like the mid-range or more controlling style decks, but since we are against the mono red deck that's going to do a lot of damage to us, we want to get our lands in place ASAP so that we can hopefully hit this Time Wipe sooner than expected, because we are about to take some serious damage in the next couple turns here for sure. So we'll go Growth Spiral, draw a card. That looks really good. We will play Temple Garden tapped, and hopefully we draw an untapped land. That does not hurt us, but we did not. So we'll stock that in, play Wilderness Reclamation. Now we're able to Chemist's Insight to draw 2 more cards and hopefully find an untapped land that doesn't hurt us, like this Hallowed Fountain. So the little drawback from Simic to Bant is that we have a lot more shock lands, a lot more lands that deal damage to us. So what the heck is going on here? Demolish. Judge, is this card legal? It is? Yeah, look at that. Demolish. Whoa. Well, way to left field me all out of here, opponent. Holy moly. Well, we did not expect that. Demolish. Who hurt you, opponent? Who hurt you? Holy moly. All right, well, untap. I guess we have to play another one. Holy cow. We need to find Nexus of Fate ASAP. That's why I played that on their main phase. Don't demolish me again, please. Please? Oh my goodness. Where did that come from? What happened? Oh no. Excuse me. What? So 4 mana at 7 red. You can only cast one more spell this turn. Well, they have 7, 8 mana. 9, 10, 11 mana? Oh my gosh, what is happening? 7 mana. That'll be 8. 9, 10, 11. 11 mana if they use that. Holy crap. What's happening? Help me. Somebody help me. What? Huh? What? 10 mana? What on God's green earth are you going to use 10? Oh my god. Well, we're dead. They had a paint fire. Oh my gosh. Well, I've never lost like that before. Oh baby. Well, Ether Gust, you're coming in. Wowzer. Okay. Well, let's cut Brazen Borrower, we'll cut a Nexus, and we'll cut a Time Wipe, I guess. Wow. Wow. Took my breath away for a second. Holy moly, what is this red deck with all these bad cards in it? Maybe they have like Electro Dominance, Banefire. What else could they have in this deck? Wow, I did not expect to ever see that card in play. Man, you can make some serious mana with that and the Steamkin like they did in game 1. Wow. Wow. Demolish too. Wow. What is happening right now? We're on the play. That's what's happening. Look at this hand. We can't keep that hand. We can't keep it. We can keep this hand. It's pretty good. Probably drop the Nexus. Holy moly. Boy, we got stomped out of existence with that one. We got demolished, actually. Keep 6. Nexus of Fate. Well, we'll see you again a little later. I think we'll probably just play this tapped. We're going to save our life total just a smidge. They don't seem like a one-drop style deck, but they might be. We'll see. Well, I guess we'll just play Search for Escanta. It's our best 2-drop here. We could just play Lovestruck Beast next turn, actually. If we want to be a little safer on the mana, we could just do one side of Lovestruck Beast. Yeah, we'll keep that as a land. I think we're actually just gonna. What do we do here? We probably just play a big baddie right here. We'll take 2 damage, but we're just gonna go for it. Big 5/5. I know it doesn't attack currently, but it blocks really well. And they're seeming like they're kind of like a combo deck and not necessarily a deck that I guess kills you easily. I'm gonna block. What in the world was that attack for? I know you don't have a burn spell library. Let's keep that for sure. So now we have the mana to Time Wipe, which is cool. I think we're just going to play Cameo here, and we're going to look for our Wilderness Necromations. Wilderness. Wild. Wilderness Necromation. Okay, that just, everything slowly went to our graveyard there. Electrostatic Field's pretty solid for them, but we get to play Castle Ardenvale and make a token if we wanted to attack. If they play another creature, we're definitely bouncing this. Oh boy. Whoa. What are you doing, opponent? Stop. Please. I'm serious. Stop. They're charging their laser. Holy crap. What? Excuse me. Excuse me. I just choked on my myself. What in the world is happening right now? We're gonna leave that on the library and draw it because what? Can we just take a second and just like marvel in the fact that they just played Star of Extinction with 4 mana in play? Whoa. Alright, I guess we'll make a 1/1 and then we'll play as Lovestruck Beast. Oh my gosh. What's happening right now? Please don't do that again, opponent. Please stop. I'm begging you. I don't know what's happening. Tectonic rift, baby. How many's in there? There's 7. Oh, sweet. So we'll play that. We'll put that on the library. We'll transform that. I guess we'll swing for 6. Yikes. I guess, or we're still able to utilize this. So we'll put a stop on their end step. I'm a little flustered because I can't even imagine what is going through our opponent's head when they built this deck. I thought, oh no, it's a red deck. We're gonna get aggroed out, but they would demolish again. Okay. Nexus of Fate. Jesus. Well, there's another thing. Lovestruck piece is looking pretty darn good right now. We're gonna draw a card. We want to hit a land drop here because they keep killing our lands. 0. We draw another Nexus of Fate. Well, we almost got him dead. I am so distraught right now. What is happening? This is the kind of matchup where we really need like multiple growth spirals because what the hell is going on? All right, we're gonna play counter spells now because I'm terrified of this deck. Holy moly. Okay. I can't even talk. That was insanity. Okay. Well, let's see. Okay. Well, I think we need to really just rethink what we're doing here because, oh my goodness. This is nuts. Okay. Okay. So we could probably cut down to 2 time wipes. I don't even want Nexus of Fate at this point. I just want to bring the beats, and I want to bring the beats fast and hard. So let's take out the searches. We'll put in these, and we'll cut down on... Let's just cut time wipe altogether and just try to beat them up. We got to get this game over really, really fast at this point. So, oh boy. Do we just play Mystical Dispute as well? I try to counter their stuff. Yeah, I mean, what else are we gonna do, right? Like Tamiyo's not gonna. I mean, we could pick stuff up from our yard, like our lands. Yeah, let's keep it this way. I was gonna put in Mystical Dispute because it might be cute. It might be able to, counter some spells. But my goodness, their deck is nutty. It is very wild, and I'm very confused and scared at all the same time. Oh, baby. Sick hand. Sick hand. And we're on the draw. Yeah, man, this would have been a great hand, too. That hand's great. Keep 6. We'll put it back at Teferi. Probably the best 6 we could ever hope for, to be honest. Absolutely the best. Oh, we can't even do it on turn 1. It's okay. Put this down. If we draw another green source that's untapped. Now, I don't really have to worry too much about hurting myself. They probably have like electrostatic field. Okay. Nice. Ooh, calm down, Ronald. I almost jumped off the page. I was so scared. So let's go Breeding Pool, pay 2 life. We'll Growth Spiral to draw a card, and we'll put a land into play, and then we'll Lovestruck Beast, make a token. Okay. They don't have enough mana yet to demolish us, and we need the Ether Gust to stop the demolish. Oh my goodness. Oh, thank goodness we draw this card. Whew. I was pretty scared there for a second. We need another land so we can do Lovestruck Beast into... no tax. We're just playing the control-y style game until we can play Lovestruck Beast without threat of being demolished. Crazy. No. No. I'm sorry. I just got a little excited there. Stop, please. Don't do it again. I'm going to hold this because I don't want them to get a spell. That kind of stinks. But let's go ahead and play Teferi, and then we can minus on the old electrostatic field here. Draw a card. Hopefully land. Darn it. It's okay. We drew a Will of Proclamation. That's really good, actually, for us. Please don't kill my lands. Please don't kill my green lands. Play your electrostatic field. Not that. Stop killing my lands. Well, we better... Oh, boy. Well, we got a land, so that's pretty good. We'll plus... And... I'm just going to play our creature here instead of... maybe I should have done it the other way. I'm not sure. They have 5, 6. I think that's 7 mana. We might get Star of Extinction out of this game. Oh boy. Well, maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe they just have another demolish effect. They do. They do. They have tectonic craft. Stop. Opponent, please draw land. Please. Yes, we drew a land. Okay. Oh my goodness gracious. This is wild. This is absolutely crazy. We'll swing with the 5/5. Their deck is so unpredictable. All right, plus get all of our lands to untap, and we get the Ether Gust. Oh man, oh my goodness. I am terrified of what comes next. They keep hovering my dang lands. Do we just let it happen and then we can Chemist's Insight? That's our last green source, so I'm gonna say no. Put that on top. Ether Gust, get out of here. Get going. Gosh, this is super tough. Don't have enough. I mean, their spells are so expensive. There's no way they're gonna have another spell. Brazen Borrower. That's really good. I'm just gonna kill my Teferi to bounce this. Draw a card. Land? Dang it. Well, we can do this. Say this. Like that. And then I can actually play Teferi again, because I get to untap my lands and play Brazen Borrower. Oh, we did it. We beat them. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. How did we do this? Expert sideboarding. That's how we did it, folks. Together. We did it. Hey, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you enjoyed the Bant Nexus deck. I know a lot of people really don't like Nexus, but this was a different take on it, a little more aggressive, a deck that can definitely close out the game once it was able to find its Nexus cards. And we had some pretty wild games against some pretty crazy decks. So I hope you enjoyed. If you want to see the deck or try the deck out yourself, or just follow SideTrak on his Twitch or his Twitter. Links are down in the description as always. Again, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and remember, magic is great and so are you. Stay positive and play Islands.